Hello, my name is Jaye Ankney, and today I'm going to teach you how to play a chord progression on your guitar. What I have here with me today is my guitar, my mic, and this notebook. Now on this page here, I have a chart showing everything that we're going over today. This shows the notes, the finger positions of the four chords, which we'll go over later. That can be useful just as a visual representative or a reference guide to look back on later on when you're trying to figure this all out on your own. Specifically, what I'm going to teach you today is what your strings are, what the frets are, what your fingers are called, and the four chords. So to start with, we have your E, A, D, G, B, and E strings. E, A, D, G, B, and E. Your low E is here, and your high E is down here. Now, your high E is the first string, and the low E is the sixth string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now your fingers, which is going to be my left hand today, go as follows. Your pointer or index finger is your first, second finger is your middle, your ring finger is your third finger, and the pinky finger is the fourth finger. Same for both hands, but today, and always for me, I'm going to be playing the fretboard with my left hand. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, when you strum a chord, what you're going to want to do is just picture that you are holding a pick if you don't have one. If you have one, great. If you don't have one, that's fine. You can imagine that you're holding one and play with just that tip of your fingernail there. Just give it a strum. Just play the chord. So, your E minor chord has a root of E played on the low E string of your guitar. The root note of a chord is just the lowest, typically what the chord is named after. So, open E, you have the open E, and then you're going to put your first finger in the second position of your A string, and your second finger on the second position of your D string. And the notes you're playing are E, B, E, G, B, and E. All these E's, B's, and G's aren't the same. This one is much lower than the ones you're going to be playing higher up on the strings. The lowest one is always E2. The lowest note you can play on a guitar is E2. That's this string here. So, this is the E minor chord. Looks like this. Sounds like this. Pretty simple and it sounds great. Next, you're just going to move these fingers down. So rather than playing on the A and D chord string, you're going to be playing on the D and G string. That's your A suspended 2. Now, when you're playing this chord, you're going to want to try to avoid the low E string, as the A should be the root. It's the lowest chord. So just try to avoid it. If you hit it occasionally, that's fine, but it's not what you want to do. The notes here we got are A, E, A, B, and E. And then now we're moving on to D major. It's going to look like this. You have your pointer finger on the second position or second fret. The fret and position are going to be the same. It just varies in how people talk about it. So you're going to have your first finger on the second fret of your third or G string. You're going to have your middle finger or second finger on the second fret of your first string, and your third finger on the third fret of the second string. You're going to not play the E or A string. You're just going to start down here with a G, with your D string, because D is the root of the chord. And it should sound like this. Now next we have G major. We're going to start off with placing our pointer finger on the second position of the A string, our middle finger on the third position of the low E, and our fourth finger on the third position of the high E. That's it. That's how you play the G major chord. Now the notes you have here are G, B, D, G, B, and G. And then you have all of them together. Now that's a simple chord progression on guitar. And here's a fun way you can play it. You can play it however you'd like, really, but this is pretty simple and it works. Thank you for watching. I hope this video is helpful for you and you can now play guitar or write your own song, whatever it is that you're going to do. Thank you.